What it do, flight crew? FTC. Flight team stand up! I still ain't sober. It's October. Now, NBA 2K21 put out some gameplay blogs and some just info of how 2K21 next gen is gonna be like. I wanted to see the gameplay breakdown because they had their own blog post that was probably written by Ronald, but I'm not reading all that. Especially I wanted to wait for someone to kind of break it down, and who else is not better to look at a breakdown than the man one only Shakedown 2012. Now for new people that found out about me this year, there's nothing wrong with that, but if you didn't know, now you know. Me and my dog Shakedown 2012 literally go way back. Can you believe it or not? I literally know my dog Shakedown before I even started YouTube. He know me since I was a real squeaker, you know what I'm saying, before the squeakers were today, you know what I'm saying, literally since like 10th, 9th grade. Like when I played basketball, the 9th grade team, I had that injury, and you know what I'm saying, I quit, wasn't eligible to play next year, all that fast forward and blah blah blah. And I was saying I first got onto the online systems for the 360 community, Shakedown, you know what I'm saying, me and him go way back, you know what I'm saying, so shout out to Shakedown, you know what I'm saying, always been solid since then. He's gonna basically break down, you know what I'm saying, all the new features in 2K21. PS4 and Xbox will come out in 1 more month, which means 2K21 next gen comes out. Check it out.
2K fans, it's your boy Shake, and it's time for some more NBA 2K21 next gen news. Today, Mike Wang dropped part 2 of his next gen gameplay courtside report. There's been a lot of improvement to the next gen movement. Dribble movement has been rebuilt from the ground up. Protect and post movement got massive upgrades. Player speed is more accurate to real life, and there's realistic weight distribution. Defense and off-ball movement also got a huge improvement. There's more lifelike awareness to the look of players, improved cuts, and a fixed sliding. They smoothed out the twitchiness. There's more accurate movement all across the board. Player size detection logic has been improved, which means players react differently to bigger and smaller players. And there's new signature motion styles for bigs and guards, which basically means there's a major visual difference between the bigs and the guards and the way they move. Foot planting also got some big improvements. There's been a huge leap in removing sliding, as I mentioned earlier. They've gotten a lot better at making micro adjustments. Proper footwork as players are making hard cuts and accelerating and stopping. Mike says we've also got some improvements in body ups. They improved the interactions between the ball handler and the defender. Really? There are less canned interactions, which basically means there's more control over your player for the user. It's more rewarding for taking proper driving angles and respecting the contact. Driving directly into a defender will stop them in their tracks or force pickups. Nice. There's more realistic defensive covers for defenders that match up well. Slow defenders or slow to react defenders will get hit with blow-bys. Mike says this makes for an overall better 1v1 game that more accurately mirrors the real NBA. We've got some improvements in off-ball contact. They completely reworked the off-ball contact system. There's new screen interactions, no more vacuum screens, so you won't be getting pulled into screens at various different angles like you're being sucked into the screen. You can reject screens and go over and under as you expect. This is huge. They have a new and improved impact engine. This allowed for a new in-air contact shot system. They no longer have to take control of the defenders to pull them into place to force certain animations, which means no more canned animations and getting posterized simply because you were standing in the right spot. Finally. Defenders can move their players into position and make the play on the ball themselves rather than the game dictating it.
Finally. That's how it should have been, bro. Like it sucks you into an animation when you're down low and it just forces you to get posterized. Like they should literally, if you jump into the offensive player, you should always get contact. Like you literally go through the player every time since these 2Ks have been out like they're a ghost. And it's whether or not they choose to give the contact or not.
Block targeting while minimizing clipping. So you're gonna see better defenders target the ball better on blocks without their hands and arms going through the body to get the block.
Right.
Listen to this. There are new contact alley-oops. So alley-oop posterizers are in the game.
Damn. For y'all that's in the park, oh my gosh.
Get this live from LeBron James and Dwight Howard.
That wasn't special.
A lot of guys on Twitter were saying that this is going to be overpowered if you're playing perfect defense on a pick and roll.
Nah, you know what they need to have? They need to copy what Madden's engine had when they had the mid-air collisions back in the day. I don't know if they still have them like that, but they need to put that in a game. Like in this 2K, bro. If you throw an alley-oop and you in traffic and the person you throw the alley-oop to runs into somebody, they should literally like collide midair, bro. Like they should not be able to go through them. They need to do something about that.
Get posterized. Well, there's no way to play perfect defense and still get posterized, especially if they no longer have any canned animations for contact dunks. And for the first time in 2K, there's also contact putback dunks. So this really sounds like the top 10 plays of the week are going to be fire this year. Also exclusive to the PS5 with the new PS5 controller, there are PS5 trigger effects.
Really?
You can feel the resistance on the sprint trigger as your energy drains. Strong post players will feel very little resistance.
I like that you can take charges better.
When they're backing down weaker opponents. So Mike Wang wrapped this up with his takeaways saying that the advancements in the hardware lead to advancements in the software. So my takeaway with all this is that 2K21 on next gen sounds amazing already. I'm excited for the contact lobs, contact putback dunks, less canned animations of minimizing clipping, better defense, just better overall body movement on the basketball court. Things should look a lot more fluid, which is obviously hard to portray in just small clips, so we're just gonna have to see the game being played and play the game ourselves. A lot of people will say that 2K21 looks the same in terms of how it looks and how it plays, but obviously there's gonna be a huge improvement in how it moves and how it plays in your hands.
Really?
Anyway, next week will be all about player builds, badges, and takeover. So as always, smack that like button and subscribe. Click notifications so you'll be up to date on the next video. Stay tuned, and I'll see you in the next one.
All right.
Before we go into the gameplay, let's see
what y'all think about that, man. Any new improvements and everything like that? It's just me coming out with a lot of strats and on the road 3 million.